And it is my pleasure to introduce this year's student speaker, Yashi Samrendra. Yashi Samrendra is from Irvine, California, and she entered Berkeley in the fall of 2018. She's graduating with degrees in economics and cell and developmental biology. Though her majors seem like an unlikely combo, Yashi was inspired by the possibilities at the intersection of her degrees, specifically the state of healthcare infrastructures during the coronavirus pandemic. In her time at Cal, she has engaged in activities from volunteering at local clinics to interviewing Netflix stars for campus publications to running the Berkeley Business Review, with her main goal being to educate and uplift the community around her. Following graduation, Yashi will be doing healthcare strategy consulting for PwC, where she hopes to gain a deeper understanding of the industry and learn what changes she can bring to contribute to the ongoing battle to make American healthcare more accessible. Please welcome Yashi.
We're graduating today, so I'm going to need all of you to cheer a little louder. Fellow students, parents, and faculty, welcome to our 2022 MCB Commencement. In all honesty, there were a few moments when I questioned whether we would actually make it here today. But despite the many long coffee-sustained nights studying for 102, or the tears spent on organic chemistry, or the labs completed over Zoom, we made it, and we deserve every minute of it. When writing this speech, I asked myself why I wanted to speak at my MCB commencement. You see, I'm a double major in MCB and economics, and while I've enjoyed studying both of these subjects thoroughly, it's safe to say that my econ degree was obtained with much fewer roadblocks and obstacles. I, like many of my peers here today, came into this school and into this major thinking I was going to be pre-med. I've loved biology since I was 11 years old. I've volunteered at hospitals and clinics since I was 14. And then I got into one of my dream schools for their prestigious molecular and cell biology program. It all lined up perfectly, except for the one thing that every college student faces but never actually anticipates, and that is a change of heart. You hear the stories of freshmen changing their majors 14 times, but you never actually think it's going to be you coming in bright-eyed and determined to change the world. When I finally decided to drop my pre-med track, I was faced with a lot of doubt, both from myself and from everyone around me. The consensus from everyone, including my parents, is that I had wasted my time, money, and energy studying MCB. That my degree and education were simply a wash down the drain. And while on most days I fought this sentiment tooth and nail and reminded myself of why I chose this major and chose to be at Berkeley, there were a few days when I too would succumb to the feeling. It wasn't until last October, when I was being interviewed for a job that relied on the niche intersection of my two majors, that I realized why I followed through with MCB, in spite of dropping pre-med, and in spite of what everyone around me had to say. The truth of the matter is, just because I didn't want to be a doctor, or go into grad school, or go into research like many of my peers today, that didn't mean that I stopped loving biology. The reason I wanted to speak here today is not because this was the best or the easiest 4 years of my life, but because the MCB major has taught me lessons far beyond the hours spent pipetting in Latimer Hall. Aside from the 20 amino acids you need to know to ace the MCAT, MCB at Berkeley has also taught me that hard work and learning never go to waste. It has taught me that even when you feel lost in your career and your future, these moments don't strip away the power and potential gained from education and knowledge. I am forever grateful to this school, to this department, and to all of my peers for 4 years of challenging classes and thinking that truly tested the strength of my love for learning and for biology. I'm grateful to my professors for sharing their knowledge with us, even the ones that made me want to drop the major entirely. I'm grateful for myself, for listening to my intuition, even when everyone around me was second-guessing it. And so now, as we embark on this next chapter of our lives, I can say with certainty that we, newly empowered with this knowledge, have the ability to do anything we set our minds to. Not only can we put all those facts we stayed up memorizing to the real-world test, but we can also harness our love for the subject and a good challenge into anything we take on. So, to my fellow peers, congratulations. I am so excited to see what each and every one of you takes on next. Thank you. I have one request of all of you. It has been my dream forever to be on a stage like this, at an occasion like this, and get a selfie with all of my audience. So, if you guys can help me check off the last thing on my college bucket list, I'm going to take a 0.5 selfie really quickly. Everyone say cheese.
Cheese!
Oh, give me a second. Okay, that looks good. Congrats again, go Bears!